Welcome and greetings to each and every one of you who paid a visit on our YouTube channel. Viewers, this is the daily current affairs session for the day 26th of June 2020. Let me apprise you that every single question framed here is created from reliable news predicts. So sit back and relax and have a whale of time watching the brief yet blow by blow coverage of significant news in the form of daily current affairs session. So without any further delay, let's get started with the set of questions curated for the day 26th of June 2020. So the first question of the day is, which state's Panchayati Raj Department wins first prize under E-Panchayat Puraskar 2020? So the correct answer lies in the option B, Himachal Pradesh. So Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh, Mr. Jairam Thakur said that all the 3,226 panchayats of the state have been provided internet facility and people can access various services online. Also, the Himachal Pradesh state is doing numerous efforts for proper implementation of e-applications developed by center as well as the state government. So this is a paper snippet from the Hindustan Times which says Himachal bags e-Panchayat Puraskar 2020. Our next question, second question is, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, the detailed version of NASA, United States Space Agency, named its headquarters buildings in Washington DC after first African American female engineer at NASA. What's her name? So the correct answer is option C, Mary W. Jackson. So NASA Administrator Jim Branstine announced naming of NASA's headquarters in Washington DC after Mary W. Jackson. Let me tell you, she was the first African American female engineer at NASA. Also in 2019, she was posthumously awarded the Congressional Gold Medal. So this is a paper snippet from the official website of NASA, and this mentions NASA names headquarters after hidden figure Mary W. Jackson. So here's a picture of Mary W. Jackson. She provided a great role in NASA. Our third question is, recently a female Indian weightlifter and two-time Commonwealth Games champion is exonerated of doping charges and she is to get Arjuna Award for the year 2018. Who is she? So the correct answer is option A, Sanjita Chanu. So female Indian weightlifter Kumukcham Sanjita Chanu is now exonerated of doping charges and she is set to receive the Arjun Award for the year 2018. So according to Indian Weightlifting Federation Secretary. So this is a paper snippet from The Hindu which says Sanjita Chanu to receive 2018 Arjun Award. Our fourth question is, recently two bridges, Devika and Puneja bridges, were inaugurated by Union Minister Jitendra Singh in which Indian state or union territory? So the correct answer lies in the option B, Jammu and Kashmir. So Union Minister Jitendra Singh inaugurated the two bridges. Their names are Devika and Puneja. The Devika bridge lies in Udhampur and Puneja lies in Doda district of Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. So the bridge Devika, which lies in Udhampur, is completed by Border Road Organization. This was completed in 15 months, and the bridge Puneja, which lies in Doda district of Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, this was completed also by Border Road Organization, but in 36 months. So this is an excerpt from ANI which says Dr. Jitendra Singh inaugurates bridges in JK's Udhampur Joda districts. Our fifth question is, recently world's top ranked women's squash player from Egypt announced her retirement from all forms of squash. Who is she? So the correct answer is option A, Raneem El Velaili. So she is world's top ranked women's squash player, Raneem El Velaili. She announced her retirement recently. She hails from Egypt and she won her only world championship title in 2017. Also, she was a three-time runner-up in 2014-16 and 2019-2020. Also, She is known by other names such as the butterfly and Reno. There's an important and very interesting fact about her that she is the first Arab woman to be world number one in any sport in the world. So this is a very important fact about her. So this is an excerpt from PSA which says world number one Raneem El Velili announces immediate immediate retirement from squash. Our sixth question is, which of the following statements is true about cooperative banks? So we have listed one, two, three. Three statements about cooperative banks. You have to tell which of the statements are true. The correct answer of this question is option B, 2 and 3 only. The first option, RBI RCS jointly regulate the multi-state and urban cooperative banks, is incorrect because only RBI regulates the multi-state and urban cooperative banks as per the latest amendment. Also, there are 1540 such banks. This is a true statement. All such banks are now under SARFAESI Act 2002 is also correct. So let me tell you what's the full form of SARFAESI. So the SARFAESI stands for the Securitization and Reconstruction of Financial Assets and Information of Securities Interest Act 2002. So it allows banks and other financial institutions to auction residential or commercial properties of defaulters to recover loans. Our next question is, which day is celebrated every year on 26th of June? So the correct answer is option B, International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. So the theme of this year is better knowledge for better care. Our eighth question is, which of the following statement is true about Distressed Assets Fund subordinate debt for MSMEs? So we have listed three statements. You have to tell which of the statements are correct. So the correct answer of this question is option A, one only. All these options, the statements 2 and 3 are incorrect here. So you have to note the important things here. The maximum credit of 75 lakh or 15% of the promoter's stake is allowed, not 20%. Also, the repayment tenure is 10 years and not 15 years. Our ninth question is, which government-owned regulator of the securities and commodity market in India eases preferential issue pricing norms for companies? So the correct answer is option D, SEBI, Security and Exchange Board of India. So SEBI eased norms for companies to raise capital via preferential issues, albeit temporarily. And you can pause the video and you can read all the important points highlighted in this question. So this is an excerpt from the Hindu which says SEBI eases preferential issue pricing norms for companies. Our last question of the day is, India is the 12th largest holder of US government securities at the end of April 2020. Which country is the largest holder of US government securities as per US Treasury Department? So the correct answer is option A, Japan. Thank you for watching this video. Please be connected.